Hello everyone and welcome into the channel. My name is Brent. I'm back from traveling and the challenge is still on track. We're now at week 8 of the investment challenge, and even though I did miss update 6 and 7, the momentum didn't stop. With $75 of new deposits and a surprise referral bonus, our portfolio is growing stronger than ever. So we're going to go ahead and dive into the numbers and strategy and the Grow Your Wealth Challenge to $1,000. We're going to be covering week 6, 7, and 8. It's all about tracking progress, small wins, and staying committed. So let's go ahead and quickly get into it. If you guys are wondering where we got back from and traveling, we actually ended up doing 2 weeks and we went and traveled over to Hawaii. We visited Maui together as a family trip. We had never been to Maui before, and I'm out of W2 job, so I have no 9 to 5. My wife doesn't have a 9 to 5 any longer, and this is kind of like our opportunity where the kids are both out of school. We're not committed to anything at this time, so we're like, hey, why don't we go to Maui? My wife's brother was in from Germany as well, and all together we all just took a trip over there, and we had a blast visiting multiple waterfalls, multiple national parks, the Maui Ocean Center. They have literally a jungle where you can pick up mangoes and bananas. It was just insane to see, just such a different environment than where we are here on the West Coast. So with that said, if you guys are brand new here to the channel, definitely go down below, give this video a big old thumbs up, and subscribe. We're trying to hit a goal of 6,000 subscribers here on the channel. It would really appreciate if you guys do subscribe down below. So let's go ahead and get into our week 6, 7, and 8 progress update. In our previous week of the last time that I made a video was week 5, our portfolio was sitting at $153.01 versus our new balance as of today, which is 26 June 2025. So it's been now 3 weeks, right? Our base went from a base of 150 to a base of $225 plus we had a referral, which was a $50 referral. So our new base total that I'm looking at is $275. So over the course of week 6, 7, and this week, we were able to purchase up an additional 0.045, 0.045, and the market has climbed to near all-time highs as of this week when I'm recording this video, where we were able to purchase 0.44 shares. Instead of 0.45, we were able to pick up, oh, I missed the decimal there. It's supposed to be 0.045, 0.045, and 0.044. So our new total moved from shares of 0.2807 to now we're sitting at roughly owning about a 0.5%. We're at, or half of a share. We're at 0.41623 of a full share. Each share of VU is currently market price at $564.33. That is an expensive piece per share, but over on the SoFi platform, we are able to purchase fractional shares, which allows us to invest on a weekly basis with just $25. It's very simple and easy. This is why I'm kind of showcasing that we are able to invest fractionally, even with tiny amounts of money deposited per week. It begins to add up and build up momentum. So we go back to week 6. Here is our $25 deposit into the account. We invested it there into VU, buying up those 0.045 shares at $551. Then I'd like to do a big shout out to whoever signed up for the SoFi. So someone else out there joined up on the $1,000 investment challenge. So big shout out to whoever you are for, starting it up and getting going over on the SoFi platform. It is a really easy platform to just get started, set up a plan, set up auto deposits, and just set the reoccurring investments, and boom, you don't even have to do anything else. It's really hands off, and you're working towards building up something for your future, right? So I did get a referral bonus there of $50, so that's awesome. And then again, week 7 now, we did another deposit there of $25. And then we had a VU market buy of $25, buying up 0.045 shares once again. The market hadn't moved up a whole lot over the course of week 6 to 7. So the market had actually only gone about 5 cents back. from one purchase on week 6 to the next purchase on week 7. Now, this week right here that we're in, the market has been moving to almost near these all-time highs, right? That's $6 difference there in VU. So this week we deposited $25 into the account. It purchased up $25 worth of VU, and it purchased 0.044 shares at $557.24. So that puts us at a total share count of 0.41623, and we have an unrealized gain now of $9.89. So here I go ahead and kind of showcase a little bit of where that's at. So as far as the progress goes, we're up over the past 3 weeks. The market has moved 3.5% over the course of the past 3 weeks, where I kind of missed out. The majority of that gain takes place in week 6 and this week here in week 8. Between 6 and 7, there wasn't a whole lot of progress, but of this past week, the Federal Reserve did begin. They've mentioned already that they're no longer going to be pausing any sort of rates. So as of June, everything is paused out, and they are signaling that they're going to begin to cut rates potentially. We're looking at September 2025 or even potentially early 2026. Also, there was a lot of back and forth tensions over in the Middle East. That has begun to kind of cool off as there was following a ceasefire, calming commodity markets and such. We did see that once a ceasefire did happen, the market did begin to increase, and that was earlier this week. And then U.S. and China trade uncertainty has definitely softened. That whole spiel of the market diving 20% has essentially, it's all behind us now. China is regaining investor confidence amid new trade deals with AI-centric reforms. So we took a look from February, I think it was February 26th until April 8th. The market had essentially fallen, or the S&P 5 fallen by about 21%. Now, if you take a look at April 8th up until today, the market has recovered nearly 24% since that bottoming out period. So it really does make sense to don't fear, don't get all flustered and clustered, right? Stay committed, stay strong, and stay invested in the market. And over time, my portfolios, I've converted them. When the market was falling, I was invested in JEPI in one of my accounts. I converted all of JEPI at market lows over to VU. It had a really good recovery, pulling it even to all-time highs. You saw the M1 Finance update portfolio. I had a bunch of individual companies who, again, hadn't fallen as sharp as VU. I sold off all of those individual holdings that had not fallen as much, converted it all into S&P 500, and that portfolio over on M1 Finance is sitting at all-time highs as well. So there's a couple other portfolios that I did very similar actions, moving out of safety and moving into risk a bit more. So it was able to push my portfolio higher during this recovery process, and has now moved the overall portfolio to new all-time highs and further above that from then. So here we can see that our current portfolio sits at $284.89. Roughly 9.55% of that is over the past month, or 3.47% is over the past month alone. And that's a gain there of roughly $10, right? $9.55. Now, something that will be appearing in the next episode. So if you guys are unfamiliar with X dividends or the payout dates, then you'll want to stay tuned for the week 9 progress update, which will take place next week. Because right now, our dividends are showing $0 at this time. But what I've been including here down towards the bottom is that there are future dividend distributions. There's supposed to be 4 periods per year where you roll into an X dividend, and then you get paid out those dividends that you have X amount of shares during that day. So our ex-dividend date was on the 25th. This was on Wednesday Wednesday the 25th, June 2025. It was a Q2 ex-dividend. So the amount of shares that you had on this date, on the date of the morning when the market opens, it takes how many shares you have, whether they're fractional or full shares, and you're going to get paid out a portion of the dividend on the following date. So it's going to pay out on the 27th. So that would be today. So if I log on to SoFi today and were to look at the portfolio, I should have some dividends sitting in there. which will get reinvested into the portfolio. I'm not sure if it'll get reinvested fractionally. I'm not sure. I'll have to take a look at, next week when we do these updates, how much dividends were paid out, and if it takes that very small amount of money, like fractional money, I'm talking maybe $1 or $2 at max. I'm not even sure how much I would make there. Yeah, I don't think it would be very much in dividends because I only own about half a share right now. But once those dividends are paid out, would it get reinvested immediately, or do I have to have a specific threshold of equity in the account for it to get rolled and invested? I know over at M1 Finance, I think auto investment feature doesn't work if you have less than $25 to auto invest. So I'll have to take a look at how that works here on the SoFi platform. But we'll cover all of that in the week 9 update. Yeah, week 9 update will cover the dividends. We'll take a look at the ex-dividend, the pay date, and all of that information as well. So definitely stay, subscribe, stay tuned for that. Now, our progress towards our goal. Here's our investment tracker. This is our $25 of weekly deposits to reach $1,000. We should reach $1,000 on week 40 by depositing $25 into the account. We did have a referral bonus on week 7. I included that here in the spreadsheet. So that bonus of $50 is going to take away 2 weeks of $25 deposit. So instead of hitting our $1,000 on week 40, we should potentially hit our $1,000 investment or our $1,000 investment challenge on week 38 now. So right now, I went ahead and did include the weeks that I was tracking while I was in Hawaii. I wasn't on my phone, I wasn't on my computer. I wasn't online watching the stock market and taking, watching what was happening. So I didn't record exactly what the value was during these times, and I'm not too worried about it. Here we are at week 8. We can see that our base deposit now with the bonus is sitting at, 250 was here, plus now this week is 25, so it's now 275. We're sitting at a total account value of $284.89. So far, throughout our journey in the tracker, everything has been net positive. If there is a market swing to the downside, we will make the numbers in red, indicating that we're now below our account deposit. Our account value is actually below where we deposited at, and at that time, I'll make a red indicator. But for the current time being, everything has been positive. And the longer that this goes further and further out, our deposits, our contributions, our referrals, our overall capital appreciation will begin to compound on each other. So someone had mentioned in a comment, when you deposit capital into your portfolio, does it allow compounding? And your portfolio has different ways of compounding, whether you're depositing, and then when you're depositing capital, the more capital that you have in the account, the more it will grow and compound within itself. That's why time is your best, factor. The earlier that you invest and start investing, the bigger your portfolio has a chance to grow, and just, more time to just compound within itself. You have more days, more weeks, more years to compound. Your portfolio will overall grow larger over time. So again, if you guys haven't joined the $1,000 investment challenge, definitely check in the pinned comment down below. Sign up, it's completely free. There's also a link there. You guys are able to download the investment tracker. And then, what are some of your investment goals that you're aiming for? Are you looking to save money? Are you looking to save for a specific trip or goal? Your challenge for this next week, if you would like to try and earn or save at least $25, if not more, and comment down below how you did it. And then if you guys drop a comment, I'll try and feature it in next week's video. Our comment section, I got to work on something early on to get some comments and get some traction there in the comment section early on in the videos, because then I would have a bit more to throw into these updates here. But otherwise, like and subscribe if you guys are enjoying the journey. And if you are ready to build long-term wealth, just like I am, starting with just $25 a week, grab your free tracker below. Again, it's completely free. Just sign up and you'll get forwarded to a link. You can download it and then drop a comment. Let me know where your guys' portfolio stands. And again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow along for additional weekly updates and money saving wins. So that is it from me. I do appreciate everyone for tuning in and hanging out with me today. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.